a must. We need to tone down the lust. Avoid the fact that it provides a pleasant rush. But who in this world can you trust? The answer to that is yourself. Don't take what that man says off the bat. Pick that book up off the shelf. That don't mean not to trust. That means to take what he said, think about it, and then come back and discuss. Let's change the world. 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 Let's just unite. Let's just unite. Let's stop the rights and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. Let's change 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 the world. Let's just unite. Let's just unite. Let's stop the rights and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. We gotta change the world. Change up the world for the boys and the girls, because if we don't change it up, we're gonna make it in this world. We need to focus on the present and think less about the past. Cause if we keep it up like this, then that's gonna be our fucking man. You gotta know just where you're coming from to get where you're going. So get on your search for knowledge, cause there's power in knowing. We need to pick up more books and read them cover to cover, and have you get the information, pass it to your brother, spread it to the whole world. If you know it ain't fake, you'll be surprised the difference in this world that one man can make. It's good and bad in everybody, but you gotta bounce it out. And if we all found that, we change the world, no doubt. Change the world, let's 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 change the world.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. Let's stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. We can do it, y'all. We can change this mug. It starts with you. It starts with me. We change each other. We change ourselves. We can change everything. We gotta change the world. Yeah, y'all. It's your big homie, Big Bad, man. And this is the Real Talk, Real Shit podcast. And once again, as always, I appreciate y'all for tapping in and tuning in with me, man. Yeah. All right. I hope y'all ready for another one, man. I hope you're ready for another good one, man. First and foremost, thank you so much for being here, man, because you could have been anywhere else in the world, man, but you're here with me. So I got you. You know, I promise you I got you. I won't waste your time. I ain't going to let you down. You know, you can come in and go as you please, but guess what? I'm always going to be here. I'm always going to be here. But on today's topic, man, y'all see what the title is. Music has destroyed us. I like to think people was more logical and realistic in these days and times. I'd like to think that. I'd like to believe that. But the more people, I'd like to think people is good and decent, but the more you see the mentalities of our people, the more you see the mindset of our people, you have to surely, definitely realize we're in for trouble. We're not in the best situation as a whole. See, this is the thing. We have to stop looking at life as an individual. And you have to look at life as the collective, for the collective. Because I'm going to tell you something. You may think what you're doing is only affecting you, but there's people who are watching you. You may think that you just waking up and listening to that vulgar, disrespectful, disgusting music that's coming out these speakers today nowadays, that people are recording nowadays, you would think just because you're listening to that, it won't have no effect on you. But you're very wrong. Very, extremely wrong. If you don't believe the music is having an effect on you, spiritually, physically, mentally, and emotionally, you're in for deep trouble. And you're part of the problem. Now, I'm not here to disrespect or talk bad or down to nobody who's not in understanding. I'm here to educate and inform and entertain a little bit, you know, because we're going to make this fun. We're not going to just, we're not going to Charlie Brown this. I'm going to make this shit for real for y'all so you can clearly see the picture. So let me paint this picture for y'all. Come on, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Let me paint this picture for y'all. Let me paint this picture for y'all. If you don't realize, hold on, y'all, hold on. Don't realize, I'm gonna break this shit down for you. Now, it started a long time ago, but I will say this: music itself is not the problem. Music itself is not the problem. The actual language or the way you can rhythmically express yourself is not the problem. Because the song that I just played for y'all, Let's Change the World, I made that song in 2010 or 2011, probably about 2010. When I made that song, life wasn't even as bad as it is now. When I made that song, life was nowhere near as bad as it is now. Life was actually fun. Life was happy go lucky. It was always real shit, and there's always been real things going on. But around 2010, life was good. Life was abundant. I had a bunch of money. I had a bunch of females. I had a bunch of I didn't have no kids. I was free and just running them up. You feel me? So I wasn't in a dark place when I made that. I wasn't even understanding of why I made that song. You know, it was almost like I was thinking ahead. But what I'm saying is, when I made that song, those lyrics on that song are positive. Those lyrics on that song are basically a motivational force, inspirational words. Those are inspirational lyrics. Those are lyrics of change. Those are lyrics of accountability. Those are lyrics of, basically, you get what I'm saying. So if you're creating music like that, or you're listening to music like that, not saying you have to listen to Big Bad, because I'm not even a popular mainstream artist. But what I'm saying is, if you're listening to music that is progressive and positive, or just has a decent meaning to it, then music is not a bad thing. Because if you know where music comes from, music was the language that God gave to man to communicate with man. The first instrument was created in Africa, and it was a gourd. They made a drum. They used a gourd, which is it's like a gourd is something like a melon, but it's got a harder shell on the outside. It's like something like, it's not a melon, but it's something. You know what a gourd is. If you don't know, it's like a bowl. They make bowls out of them, and it's a fruit, or a vegetable, but they make bowls and stuff out of it, because it's like a circular shaped fruit, and you could hollow out the insides, and it's like a exterior hard shell. So long story short, the first instrument ever created on earth was a gourd, and they stretched toad skin over it, and it made a drum. So bum, 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 and they used that to communicate with the gods. Because when the Elohim, or the Anunnaki, or the enlightened ones, or those beings, when they came down to earth, humans didn't know how to communicate with them. Humans didn't have the language to communicate with them. So they communicated with them in rhyme. It's like boom, 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 boom. And then the Anunnaki buddy could go boom, 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 boom. And he go boom, boom. And you go boom, boom. And then y'all can create some type of way to communicate. Tap one time for yes, tap two times for no. That type of shit. That's how the original communication got started with man and the gods. So music itself was never a bad thing. But in the late 40s, 30s, 40s, and 50s, we had musicians start to sell their souls and sell out, aka these rich Jewish companies, or these money families who have a bunch of money, came in and bought music from us, essentially bought into the music industry. Because what I'm about to talk about is pure history, y'all. So if you are sensitive, You ain't gonna understand this. Um, and just as I said that, everybody ran out. You feel me? So look, listen. When when the music industry in the 30s and 40s, when these people, these money families, these money people started seeing um the influence that these entertainers had on these people, like the nightclubs, the juke joints, when they seen the influence that they had on the people, they wanted in on that influence. They wanted in on that influence. Now, mind you, if you come from if you're a person who comes from who doesn't have a culture, everybody else's culture is going to be intriguing. Thank you so much, BH. Um, Listen, please, because this is American history. I'm going to explain why we're here and how we got here. What's good, E? Look, so if you're a creed of people or a nation of people who's devoid of creative spirit, who don't have a lot of creativity, then you're going to study and emulate and mimic everybody else around, right? So they would go into these nightclubs and these juke joints where the African melanated people, the American melanated people were getting together in the middle of the night to get through hard times, just to enjoy themselves. They go get you drinks, get your drink on, and you pull out your guitar, your banjo, or whatever you got, your little your boing 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 boing. They had the chicory. They had all kind of weird instruments. Whatever they had, they pull that shit out. The didgeridoos, all that shit. They pull that shit out, and they get down. They make music. They create. They created that culture of music, and it started off by like music started by lyrics of music started by call and response, aka always a form of communication, because call and response is what MCs in rap music do. Now put your hands up, up, up. Now put your hands up, up, up. Now put your hands up. Yeah, yeah. Now scream. Yeah, that's called call and response. That's called microphone MC, the microphone controller, the crowd controller, the master of ceremonies. That's what an MC is, right? But back in the days, they it'd be like and then the people like like basically it was call and response. It was communication. It was like I can't per se think about lyrics, but if you go back to old calypso music from the back in the days, the 40s and the 50s and 20s and 30s, and that calypso type of music and that African music was always, I say something, you respond. I say something, you respond. So it's communication between the messenger and the listener. So it was always a way to pass the message down. Even A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y and Z. That is a rhythmic way to communicate, to teach, because the brain, see, this is all psychology, because the brain learns easily through rhyme and rhythm. You know, when you were going through your school days, if you wanted to remember something, you put it in a little rhyme, or you put a little rhyme scheme pattern, and you remember it like that. Repetition. Thank you so much, E. That's part of the psychology of humans. So once these people, these non-creative people, were studying the response and the effect of this music having on the people, they had to get in on it. So essentially, that's where you have the oldest, the Ray Charles and the Little Richards and the Bobby Blue Blands and all these artists and Muddy Waters and all these artists. This is where you had these people who have all confessed to selling their souls and have all confessed to being bought into and being bought out. This is where that comes from, because the man without who doesn't have creativity, but he created. So you have to realize something. and this isn't racism. Europeans had to have a head start over everybody else on this planet, and it's because through the process of slavery, and through the process of mostly through the process of slavery, they have controlled everybody else and kept themselves on the upper, and have profited greatly off the backs and the sweat, blood, and tears of our people and our ancestors. So, with that being said, these people who have the money and they have the systems in place and they have foundations in place, the foundations they have are because our ancestors worked and free labored for them and gave them hundreds of years of a head start on you. So it's not that nobody's better, it's that these people have manipulated and dominated humanity to get to the point of their dominance. You get what I'm saying? So once they see, oh, these people have an effect with this music, oh hell no, I need to buy this, I need to fund this person. Because when you fund somebody, when you pay for somebody, you can kind of control what they talk about and stand for, because he who pays your pockets controls you to a certain extent. Yeah, what I'm talking, those people, those artists I'm talking about, are very old blues singers and shit like that. Ray Charles, look him up. Look up Ray Charles. Look up Little Richard. Little Richard was the first Young Thug. He was the first effeminate pop culture musician. And back in them days, the old people were saying Little Richard was making the devil's music. You know, Muddy Waters, yeah. You know, but they were making that music that the old people back in those days were calling the devil's music, you know, and they didn't let their kids listen to it, and they knew the perversion and the diversion that it was going to create. So listen, once those old artists came, you know, once that shit took over and those people started buying out and selling out, now we have people who want the mainstream appeal. So to get the mainstream appeal, aka to be on the mainstream TV, to be on the radio, to be spinning, to be your pictures everywhere, to be publicized, videos everywhere, highly publicized, they realized that they wanted that. So they started becoming to try to seek funding from these corporations and these companies. And the funding is what validated it validated the musician instead of their music and the real effect that they was having. You feel me? All they did was repackage it. Exactly. And also on top of the repackaging of it, at the same time they were repackaging, they had agents coming in to learn it. You had the agents, the Elvis Presleys. Elvis Presley was one of the first artist that was created by the mainstream to infiltrate. Elvis Presley, like I said, he was one of the first artists who was a culture vulture. And then you had just countless amounts of culture vulture artists who came in to steal what was created by us. You know, go ahead, because I don't. So when you have all that culture vulture stuff going on, right? Now there's a cultural misappropriation because people can't see that they want the validation from the mainstream companies as the success. So it discredits everybody else's music who is organic and on the independent up and coming route. You know what I'm saying? Drake is definitely another one. Drake, I'm gonna tell you how you could tell. Listen to me, y'all. Let me tell you how to understand that Drake is one of the worst industry plants that there ever was. Drake's get out of here, please. Yeah, I don't care about that. Drake's whole in his whole, cause I need to think, bro. Go in the house and so I can think, cause I don't need kids in the background when I'm talking. Drake's whole his whole career is based on stealing other people's music. His whole career is based on um stealing the sounds of an artist he's featuring with. If you see, I'm a musician, so I know how originality goes. If you listen to a Drake song, he can mimic any flow to the T and make that shit sound hot and fresh. Now that's beautiful that he has the ability to make it nice, but also too though you have to realize these artists was created. This man doesn't even write most of his lyrics. He has writers. Go. He has writers. So there's people who think for him. So he's really just the face, like a president of it. He's a fake, yeah, a music parrot. Thank you, T Life. A music puppet parrot, exactly. He's just the face of it. So now, but I was getting to Drake. That skipped a lot of time. I was gonna tell y'all a pivotal moment because rap music, right? The original rap music was built to build up the people. It was built to um it was a language of communication for black people to communicate the struggles that they were going on and pass it on the messages and get it off their backs. Because if you get to release something, you get it off you a little bit. It's therapeutic to talk about broken glass everywhere, people pissing in the street, niggas just don't care. That was therapeutic because they that was their everyday existence. So black rap music itself was a positive thing. It was a good thing. You know what I mean? But what happened? And I'm gonna tell y'all the first rap sellout crossover song that sold rap into the hands of the devil himself. Um, you had your fake artists like cause okay, you had your popular groups like Run DMC, right? Um Run DMC started out original in doing good, decent, whatever for themselves, right? But when Run DMC linked up with Aerosmith and made that song Rock This Way, that was the ultimate sellout crossover devil mixed with rap black music at that time. And when that happened, rap music has never been the same ever since, because after that you had this influence of rock into the rap, and everybody knows rock is a pure form of satanry than rap music. Rap is a lower level of Satan's music. Rock and roll music is pure Satan. Okay, the people. That shit is purely evil and satanic. There's no cover in it. The images are satanic, purely everything. So if you ain't heard Walk This Way, man, walk this way, talk this way. She told me to walk this way, talk this way. That was when, like I said, the rap group Run DMC got together and mixed rap with rock. And then after that, you had rappers trying to be rock stars. Party like a rock. Party like a rock star. Party like a rock. Totally, dude. It was just plenty of. You see, I seen an interview with Duke Deuce, the little rapper from Memphis, the other day. He was talking about, I ain't no rapper. I'm a rock star. I'm bigger than a rapper. I'm a rock star. So what you have and what we're seeing is the fusion between Satan and the language of the people. You know. So at now, let me just get to where we're at now, because in the 90s they had the gangster rap era where they started portraying black people. Because listen, when everybody was positive and black, and Chuck D and Public Enemy and all those Tribe Called Quest, and I was a bunch of positive pro black musicians that were out making positive music. What was that shit? Uh it was a bunch of people making that positive music, but then they came with that destruction shit. the gangster rap, the the Ice Cubes, the not necessarily Ice Cube, was the NWA, niggas with attitudes. See, you had Run DMCs and shit like that back in the days. Then you had niggas with attitudes. And then the devil started really getting desperate and started signing people like Onyx, three bald head black men who are just crazy. It's crazy. Then they started signing people like DMX, who was crazy and crazy as fuck. Then you just get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse to now where we're at. Men are done. They're done with the men. Men aren't even wanted in the game no more. The black rapper men who started rap, it's been stolen from them. They don't want them in the game no more. They're not funding them. They're not backing them. They're not supporting them because the music of most modern black young men has been destruction. So these people have has turned into destruction. So these people who once funded them, who own them still, they don't even have their hands on it no more. They just got their pockets in it. They'll just take the money from it, but they don't have no ties to this shit. They're not backing it up. They're letting niggas do this shit on their own. They'll just give you a bag and watch you destroy yourself. You know what I mean? They're like, shit, my hands up. I gave you $1 million, and what you gonna do? That's how the labels are doing it now. So the destruction plan has been set in place. Now we're at self-destruction. You know, because listen, the reason why music's so destructive, y'all, and it's so bad for us, is because now the youth don't want to be educators. The youth don't want to be cleaners. The youth don't want to be builders. The youth don't want to be construction workers. The youth don't want to be army. The youth don't want to be in the military. They don't want to be teachers. They want to be sliders, spinners, and sinners, and demons, and rappers, and a trapper at the very least. The trapper's the lad. They don't even want to be a trapper no more. They just want to spin, aka kill niggas, be demons, slide, aka kill niggas, and motherfucking go to the booth and talk about it and do perks, molly, zombie drugs. So they want to do zombie drugs, do zombie things, and talk about that shit on the booth. Because the devil was paying people and still does. The devil pays people to talk about the worst things. So as the youth are seeing the nigga talking about the worst things get 20 million views, $10 million, and all the women, oh shit, well, I gotta go harder than him. Nigga, I gotta talk about 5 bodies. I gotta go spin the block 20 times. You get what I'm saying? So now these young people are doing more atrocious, worse shit than the person that they learned it from. Because in order to stand out in the sea of billions of rappers, crab bucket barrel of a billion rappers, now you have to fucking do the worst of the worst to stand out. Spin the block and Crocs. Oh my God. What's up? Yeah, these niggas are spinning the block and Crocs, bro. These niggas don't even have no boots on. Back in the at least back in the day, niggas was real. Be all that you can be in the Army Reserve. It was be something. It was you had to be quality. That's why, listen, at least music back in the days, the artists had talent. Tim's, all that. Look, at least music back in the days, the artists had talent. It'd be the ugliest man, like a Keith Sweat. Ugly brother. And I ain't gay, so I don't care what a man looks like, but still, that brother. But that brother can sing his ass off. So at least back in the day, musicians had to have talent. You feel me? These motherfucking musicians nowadays don't have to have talent. They have to be metaphorical suicide bombers. They have to be crash dummies. If you're a crash dummy, if you don't caught 4 bodies, 2 bodies, and you're talking about it and you doing this, and I see you really like that, oh, I'm gonna give you $1 million. You know why? Cause I know you're gonna put that $1 million right back into the streets. Um, I know you're gonna damn put that $1 million in some shooters' pockets. I know this $1 million gonna fund some crime, more crime. So, oh yeah, this $1 million is gonna be detrimental to you and your people. It ain't gonna help you. It's gonna break you. Cause I know you like to buy peas and shit already. Oh, you like to flip peas. You like to sell drugs, huh? Oh, for real? Get that nigga 10 million, man. Give him no. Give him 5 million. Yeah. 5 million. Give a motherfucker a $5 million contract that he owes back. Listen to me. These rappers is realistically getting signed at the most for like $1 million, right? At the most, the good ones, the best, are getting signed for $1 million that they owe back, that they have to owe back after they get. So they know now, I got to get $1 million grind. I got to get $1 million hustle going on. I got to hustle up $1 million because I'm in the hole $1 million now. Yeah, I could put it on. I could put that shit on. I can go to the car lot and buy me whatever I want. One of them, two of them. But get what? I can buy me a little house. But guess what? That's going to put me back at square one. So damn, I'm going to buy this little chain so I can look like some money. And I'm going to go out trap these fucking dangerous ass clubs and trap out this dangerous lifestyle to get this money back. You see that it's really not as good as people think it is. The shit is not as cool as motherfuckers think it is. Yes, exactly. Listen, man, I'm a musician, right? Real deal. I'm a musician. Made music for years. Still do make music, but I just haven't dropped nothing in a long time, like about 8 months, a year, probably about a year since I last dropped something. But I'm gonna be real about the music. Half of the music I was making, half of it was good and what God wanted me to do it about. But when I had a CD called Peace, Love, and Bad Aid. It was my first mixtape. I'm gonna keep that shit 100 with y'all. That was my first mixtape, Peace, Love, and Bad Aid. And it was that change the world type music. It was a whole album of that. I just wanna love you, girl. I just wanna love you, baby girl. I wanna love you tonight. It was a whole album of peace and love. It was Peace, Love, and Bad Aid, right? I was selling that shit. I had pressed up, me and my brother, my baby brother, my producer. He was produced most of the tracks on there and shit. Probably like 98% of them. I probably had like 2 tracks not produced by him most of the times. Like, but mixtape shit, a lot of shit not produced. But most of my real album music was produced by my brother. So, and engineered by me or him. You know what I'm saying? So we was down in the mix of dropping and doing all that. We pressed up like 300 CDs of that Peace, Love, and Bad Aid. And we was getting them off, y'all. I'm talking about getting money. You know what I'm saying? I was the dude at the corner store to my, yeah, you want to check out my CD, man? Yeah, my shit fire. I'm out here, woo. That was me. I was never scared. I was in everybody's face. I'm in your car. Boy, you gotta put that shit in right now. Come on, man. Go to number 3. That was that dude. Yeah, go to number 3. Play my biggest banger and shit, like trying to sell it and real into that shit. You feel me? Because I knew I was always something special. I always knew that. But what fucked me up is I sold a whole batch, right? And the bad bitches, the beautiful women, let me say that, no disrespect. I say bad bitches because them the ones, what, this and that, what. I'm telling you, the ones that look real good, but be real hood and real stank, them. I'm selling it to all them. I'm from the inner city, bro. I'm from Charlotte, where shit was real in the field, A lot of hood and good. If it ain't good, it ain't hood. If it ain't hood, it ain't good. That type of mentality. So I'm putting that Peace, Love, and Bad Aid in them girls' car. They skip. You ain't got nothing harder than that. So boom. That's not just one. I'm talking about all the club going people, the beautiful club chicks, the ones that you used to want. You know what I'm saying? All the ones you want that ain't good for you, but you want them. The ones that's real sexy and beautiful and thick and bad, but she real stank and she got the nice stank walk. And you know what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about stinky like nasty. I'm talking about that attitude. What I'm saying? The ghetto girls, the ones that I usually like. You feel me? So the good guys usually go for the ghetto girls. I don't know why, but it just how it goes. But so long story short, one day I was out there selling my CD and I got turned down by a bunch of bad bitches. Uh, some of them may buying it. People buying it and shit, but they'll buy it just to buy it, but they ain't really gonna bump it. Some niggas bumping it. You might catch, like, what was real good is you might catch, you sold a CD to somebody and then 3 days later they come around the block and they playing it. And they be like, hey. Yeah. Hand to God, that shit done happened a bunch of times too. So there is goods to that shit, when you doing your thing. But one day I was outside with my brother. We was out selling CDs and I seen two big badass in the street. One was cracked in half, the peace loving badass. One was cracked in half and one was just on the street, on the curb. They chucked it. So what that did, my rap name used to be Blessed Man, right? Because my name means blessed man. So my rap name used to be Blessed Man. But when that shit happened, when them two CDs, that one cracked CD, it was on the same street too. When them two CDs had got one cracked and one thrown out, I changed my whole image and went to the dark side. And I started making music that the streets wanted to hear. And I won't say I went to the dark side like I made evil music, because I didn't make evil music, but I started making that what niggas wanted to hear. I started going to the clubs. I started going to the open mics and to the clubs. And I'm like, okay, this is what's going on. I can do that better than them. So I started trying to make that, so I could go in the club and go out and do my thing and jump around and act crazy and shit, act like an animal, And when I started doing that, I started getting good perception. The club owner started letting me come back for free. The club owner started letting me. It was this one place in Charlotte called Caribbean Heat. It was right there on either Central. I think that motherfucker was on Central Avenue. No, it wasn't Central. It was on Milton Road. That bitch was on Milton Road and Sharon Amity. Yep. That bitch was on the corner of Milton Road and Sharon Amity. It was called Caribbean Heat. It was back in the day. I went to Caribbean Heat and I did an open mic. I killed that bitch. I got possessed and I killed that bitch. Shut the club down. So after that, the owner of the club let me come back. Every time I came back, he let me host I got to host the whole club shit, the whole open mic shit, just because how I did my thing that first time. So music is good, y'all, man. I'm a musician. I'm not saying music is bad, y'all, but at a certain level of the music, it gets bad. At a certain level of the music, it gets spiritual. At a certain level of the music, it gets real spiritual. It'd be times where you get possessed, like you get the goosebumps, and if I don't know if you're still on here, but if you can answer this, if when you get the stuff to blast on the radio, yeah, but no, I'm talking about this though. Look, when you make your music, bro, do you ever get goosebumps and just zone out, and then your shit just come out, and then it just be done, and you kind of don't know what happened, but it was you, but you don't know how it happened, but the words just come out? That's how my music used to do. Like a lot of my art, my words, my poems, a lot of that shit was just something doing it for me. I would just be the one that it was doing through. I was just kind of like the messenger of all the time, but it was always something like pushing the pen. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yep. You get the goosebumps and shit. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Music, it gets spiritual at a certain point. It gets spiritual because, as I said, music was the language between gods and humans on earth. So, hey, man, I just saying, I see minds be missing elements like ad libs. Hey, but you gonna get there. But listen though, bro, your music is fire, bro. I, you have conscious rap that sounds cool. It's hard to do that. It's hard to make conscious music that sounds cool. Cause yeah, it could be hot. The bars could be this or that. You might be spitting that. Oh yeah, you spit some shit, but that shit don't be cool. Like hip hop and shit, that shit might be nice. Niggas might be having some nice bars and nice metaphors and shit, but that shit don't be cool. You can't just turn it in and bump it in the bad bitch next to you, just get right. Or she just feels like, oh shit. You can't do that. You can't put that shit on in no club and all the sexy chicks just get right to it. Conscious rappers have. Nah, for real, bro. Imagine if I had what these conscious rappers have. I mean, you better than them niggas, bro. Like even the one of my favorite conscious rappers, the little dude from South Carolina with the dreads, Kersey or whatever his name is, and he be rapping about on the TikToks with the little about different topics and shit. He's nice. He's nice. But your ass is nice too, bro. Just put your shit on TikTok. Yeah, bro. He's nice. Put your shit on TikTok, bro. Because on TikTok, that app has a lot of features like background and overlays and filters and shit. So you get your shit on TikTok, bro, and just build it up. Don't matter if your shit go slow at first. Build it up. Your shit a boom, bro. Your shit a boom. That conscious shit is where it's at right now because the world needs it. And that, like I said, your shit is actually cool. Your music is actually cool. Like when I hear that shit, my daughter don't even like none of that conscious. She don't like the shit I listen to. She says, "Oh, Dad, you watch boring stuff on TV. You always watching some informational, boring stuff." Like, but when I play your shit, she be like, "Dad, who is this? I like this." You feel me? So keep that shit going, bro. Keep that shit going. Yep, bro did just put out a mixtape, and that shit is fire. That shit is fire. Splice app. Yeah, keep just play with some different shit too, bro. Like that, like I said, you can use them same apps, whatever you're using, because it's working, it sounds good. But I'm talking about to put the message out. Something today, but it didn't record facts. Just hey, look, when you put them shits on TikTok, that app has those filters, bro, where you could do the background with any, even the way you put your YouTube videos together be fire. Like when it's the pictures to back up your words and shit. That's how I used to do my videos back in the day. It's all in progression, bro. Just keep going. It's all in progression, bro. Yeah, just keep going. It's all in progression. Fuck that. The thing about us where we sell ourselves short is because we don't believe in consistency. The reason why Heinz ketchup is so big and they're disgusting, and please don't eat that bullshit nasty ass ketchup. Don't eat ketchup at all. Don't eat condiments at all if you can avoid them. But the reason why Heinz ketchup is so big is because they're consistently selling one product. I use those filters on TikTok. You will though, bro. Do that shit, bro. Do that shit, bro. Do that shit because guess what? I say the same shit, but you're younger than me. This shit is y'all shit. This is y'all shit, bro. This is y'all shit. I was in YouTube from the beginning and developments of it. And yeah, I've been on YouTube, this channel for 3 years, well, 4 years now. So, consistently I've been grinding, bro. I got like 900 videos, but I'm just being real, bro. Stay on your craft. Your ass is nice. Stay on your craft. You could actually make a difference. And you are making a difference, whether you know it or not. Because even my old ass likes what you're doing. And I like that shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You're better than a lot of these fake ass trying to be rich rappers. I'm tired of hearing grown men with families that are broke, living life paycheck to paycheck, talking about they're rich and balling. I'm so tired of that shit, man. I'm so tired of that shit when the world is actually crying for hurting right now and struggling. Niggas are struggling right now. Let me see. Got plenty in my pad. Hell yeah. I be having patience or trying to make time to learn how to use those filters. Oh, don't have. Okay, facts. Um, you don't eat any condiments, bro. I eat hot sauce, and I eat what's that shit? Honey barbecue sauce, that Kraft honey barbecue sauce, and hot sauce, bro. All the hot sauces because they don't have babies in them. Most of those other sauces have babies in it, bro. Not eating that shit. Not eating that shit, bro. Look at it on the back of your shit. It'll say natural flavors. That's aborted baby fetuses, bro. I'm not fucking with it. Please listen to what I said. I'm not fucking with it. I don't eat nothing but hot sauce and maybe some spicy brown mustard because that don't have natural flavors in it. But that yellow Heinz babies in it. All that shit, man. Y'all think it's sweet out here? It's not sweet. It's not sweet. Um, I lack knowledge. That's it. I admit and not trying to learn. LOL. That's why I keep it how I do. No, no, no. You not. That's not even that, bro. It's you know what it is. What you're doing is working. What you're doing is working. That shit's working. It's working. It's working. The bars is good. The words is good. The beats is good on the how you recording it. I don't know what it sounds good, and the motherfucking videos how you putting them out is good. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I'm just saying you could do uh more vivid editing on TikTok. That's what I'm saying. And that goes for me too, bro. I'm sitting in my motherfucking car, bro, wishing to God that I don't be looking and sounding generic to people, bro. Cause I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm about to get off here too in a minute. But I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Um, I was scrolling down YouTube yesterday down the live feeds because you could scroll up the live feeds. I didn't know you could do that. They're making this shit like TikTok now. But you could scroll up the live feed now, and as I'm watching people, I'm realizing a lot of people are on here trash as hell, making YouTube look bad. Listen, people are on here with these small channels like mine, because I'm a small channel. People on here with these small channels are making shit look bad. Everybody's not supposed to have a real talk channel. Everybody's not supposed to do what I do. That's not what I'm saying. Because there's gun people, there's music people, there's craft people, cooking people. You could do anything you want to do. But people getting on these cars and people just talking. Oh, some people are really insane, y'all. Some people are really out here making YouTube look bad. You know? Nah. Nah, your shit sounds good, bro. That's on God. Your shit sounds good, bro. And I'm not saying nothing's perfect, no, but your shit sounds good. I don't even niggas need to just keep going, bro. Your ass will be bigger than you think. You keep going. Bro, before I started uploading, I was scared or shy. Yeah, of course. Of course. That's all part. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. I was a shy person when I was little. I was a person who was a victim a lot of times because I didn't stand up for myself. You know how many times I've been victimized in life because I didn't stand up for myself? You know how many women I let pass me by because I didn't speak up for myself? You know how many failures I experienced for not being a man when I was supposed to? But those days have been only in my 20s. I destroyed all that weak shit. Everything weak about me, I changed and destroyed. Every flaw I had, I tried to fix that I was aware of, that I'm aware of. So that none of that staying down is not the way, bro. Yeah, we are all good people. And the good ones, I'm gonna tell you something about the good ones are the most shy. The good ones are the most reserved because they're the most self-preserved. They're the most balanced. They're thinking for longevity. They're not thinking right now, I need to get this and get that. Because, hey, close that screen for me, Bucky. Because the bad people, close that screen for me. Close the screen. No, well, I'm gonna cut it because that's the last piece, and that's Kai's cake. So I'm gonna cut it so everybody can get a little taste. Okay, I'm about to go in. I'm about to come in. But yeah, before 2019, I made a commitment to upload and contribute somehow. Facts. to this awakening. Facts. Cause no video or image on or TikTok can spark the flame needed. Nah, for real. Nah, for real. Now look, cause also too, you can be the change in the world that you want to see. Hey, Sky, please go close the screen so all bugs and stuff don't go in the house. We don't want that. I don't want that. You can be the change in the world that you wanted the world to see. Like you can be who you want to see. You feel me? Because that's what I had to do. I had to really essentially turn myself into my own role model because there wasn't nobody to look up to. I couldn't find nobody to look up to. I'm gonna be real with y'all. There's great I never would have known you. For real. That's what's up, man. For real, man. And I say I appreciate everybody who did any networking with Big Bad A and any of that, cause I've been under a log, man. They got me under a rock. You know what time it is with people like this? It's under the rock season. You feel me? Your song got stuck in my head. Great song. Yeah, man. That's what's up. You know, before you said that, white light shedding, before you said that weed smoking, before you said that, today when I was playing my intro song, I was thinking in my head, I wonder if anybody remembers my lyrics to this. That's what I was thinking today. I was thinking, damn, I wonder if anybody remembers these lyrics. Cause it's simple and plain. Like, you feel me? I'm not trying to do no pollution or nothing like that, but the lyrics are good and simple and plain. You feel me? But yeah, thanks to big shout out to Trey 5, man. That's the big homie, man. That's the homie. But like I said, there's nobody in the world that I ever looked up to, y'all. There's no man in the world that I ever looked up to. The only man that I really admired recently was Kevin Samuels. That was a decent, exemplary, straightforward man, and I respected him, how he was coming and his effect on the world. That one man, the stuff he did changed the trajectory of the dating scene. What he did changed the trajectory of men's appreciation in the world. So, and he's not but just one person. There's plenty of good messengers. But what I'm saying, he's the only man that I looked up in modern times like was decent. Better, like, you know, decent. And I'm not saying he was a good man or no shit like that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying he was perfect, but I'm saying I looked up to Kevin Samuels and I used to be like, yo, he got his shit together, you know, all that. I respect a man of class and stature and a man of dignity. You know, I respect a man of dignity because there's not a lot of men who have dignity left. There's not a lot of men with class left. You know, it was good to see him. You know, it was good to see a black man with dignity and class, you know. But I appreciate y'all, man, and I try to be as dignified as I can when I'm talking to y'all and y'all are watching, because I don't take this for granted. The fact that I can get on a device and speak to people across the world, I don't take that for granted. So for anybody who does watch me and does take their time out to check in on me, I definitely appreciate y'all, man. And for anybody who on here who wants me to check out their videos, like I know your channel. I fuck with your channel. But anybody else on here who has channels, shout it out and I'll check you out. I'll subscribe to your shit if I already haven't, because a lot of y'all I'm already subscribed to y'all. You know, but I'll check y'all out and see what's good, you know, because I love to rock with the people that rock with me, because this is what a community is about, you know. This is what a community is about. And I really feel like, you know, my YouTube family has been very good to me, you know. My YouTube family's been real good to me, you know. So I don't take y'all for granted, man. I rock with y'all. I fuck with those who fuck with me. But it's your big home, Big Bad A, man. About to go in here and eat I made some good old lunch. I'm about to go in here and I made some croissant rolls with some Munster cheese and some veggie burger pieces in there. So it's like a little cheesy, meaty, fake meaty thing. It's gonna be good. Oh yeah, drop that shit. Man, drop that shit. My favorite one I think that you did was damn, what was it about? The Tyrone one was there. That Tyrone one was fire, bro. And it was another one you did about damn, I listened to a bunch of your Jones. The Tyrone one's the one that's sticking out in my head the most. Your bars be killer though, bro. You got some good bars. On God, you do. You know, I come from a rapping ass family. All my brothers is nice. All of us is nice. Everybody in my family's nice. My nephew's nice. Everybody's nice. You know what I'm saying? But I'm on the remake. Now, don't remake. Just keep going. Keep going. The more you produce, the better quality you produce. Don't go back. Go forward. Keep that shit in the. Keep it for reference. Because if you blow up or something one day, then you could drop it again or something. But right now, don't go backwards. Go forwards. Keep dropping your shit, bro. Keep producing. The more you produce, the better you get. You feel what I'm saying? Never stop producing. Don't get stuck in production either. Once you get a good body, drop that shit. It's like a computer, y'all. Listen. A computer only has the memory in its trash can to hold but so much. So, or its hard drive to hold but so much, right? So once you get your mixtape, which is a bunch of memory on your hard drive, you got to memorize all the songs, all your shit, all the everything. Once you get that shit, you drop it, aka delete it from your hard drive so you can make room for more. Once you drop your music, aka put it out in the world, now it's off your brain now, except for then just to perform it. So now you can make new room in your memory for new music. If you keep going back to the old bars, bro, I remember when I said this shit was hot and I did it, you ain't gonna never come up with no new bars. You feel me? Thank you, bro. Thank you too, bro. On God. On God. But keep going, y'all. Whatever you do, keep going. If you're good at it, keep going. You know, if you're trash, if you're not good at something, don't waste your time. You know, don't waste your time and potentially make yourself let down or let yourself down because you're not what you're trying to be or trying to do. If you have a talent for something, pursue it. But if you're not talented in it and you just seeing it and want to duplicate it, get the fuck out the way. The world has too many monkey see, monkey do's. Be original. Find out what it is that you're good at and do what you're good at. You feel me? Because if you do what you're good at, you don't have to worry about what everybody else is doing. And you don't have to constantly keep up and compete with the Joneses. This is why most people don't be successful at nothing. They just damn want to be like everybody else. The music that I made in 2010 is more relevant in 2023 than ever before in life. And it's because I believed in myself and I didn't listen to music. I went through years where when I was making music, you went through years of where I didn't listen to no music but instrumental beats. That was it. I was working on my craft. I was a boxer going to that gym, that lyrical gym every day, listening to beats and no other man's words. That's why my word is so found and strong now. I have my own mind. I have my own voice. I went years without listening to music. None. Only what I hear passing through. Maybe going up go get some girl, go get with a girl, get some ass. Maybe I'm at her house, she playing some radio while I'm hitting her or something like that. While I'm making love to her. Let me not say hitting her. I don't hit women. When I'm making love to her, she might play the radio. But other than that, I ain't listening to no music. And I wasn't cocky and vain running around pumping my music on everybody either. So it was years where I didn't listen to music. It was years where I just separated myself from the fucking sheep. I recommend that to everybody too. Separate yourself from all of this fake fantastical lifestyle shit, and then you might be able to think for yourself. Then the voice might click in, not a voice do this and this and that. Hey, you should do this. No, I just say, hey. No, not no crazy. Talk to yourself voice. Hey, bro, you need to go to the store. Now I'm going to the store, bro. Let me shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up, bro. No, bro, you shut. No, not a psycho, not a crazy ass. It's mine too. Let me. I listen to Dodd Ariati. I don't know what that is. That's what's up. That's what's up. It's my tutu. Is that music? Is that music? Or is he a speech person? But I respect everybody. My go-to. Yeah, I know what you was trying to say. Yeah, I respect everybody who do their thing, man. Just listen to something positive. That's all I say. And then I ain't here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to tell you the effects and why look them up. Okay. Yeah, why we are where we are. You know, I'm gonna be real with you though, bro. I don't like to listen to me. Might sound egotistical, but like I told you, as a preacher, self-proclaimed, as a speaker, as a public speaker, right? I'm a public speaker. I don't listen to a lot of people. You know why? If you listen to other people, you'll emulate them. You'll emulate them. And this is what I mean by that. As a speaker, see me, I come out here every day and I talk, right? And I speak on things to make change or to make awareness to things, right? To make a difference, right? But if I was to listen to all the other speakers, then their words will flow through me. Like even some words, some people I like and wise men do flow through me sometimes. You know, and that, but I try to be as authentic as possible, so I stay away from all that. You know what I mean? I stay away from all that. But it's your big homie, Big Bad A, man. I'm out of here, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get on with my day. He do poetry. I'm gonna check him out, man. Dog or Yadi. I'm gonna check him out. He sounds like an Indian man or a Hindu man or Indian man. I'll check him out. Dog or Yadi. I'll check him out, man. I appreciate y'all so much. Much love and respect to y'all, man, for staying down. I'm tired, man. It's a gloomy type of day. It's kind of rainy. Somebody go ahead and just make some good food I can make. I probably might bake some cookies or something. Shit. That's what type of day it feels like, man. I might make some pumpkin bread. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel right now. Make some bread for the kids and just go vibe and chill, man. Keep my journey, keep looking for what I'm looking for, keep doing what I gotta do. God bless y'all. Stay down, man. Stay true. If you're just getting in, go back to the beginning, man. I broke down the whole music, everything. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all so much for tapping in with me, man. Life is a blessing, man. We got to keep the lessons going and keep the stress down, man. You know, keep the lessons flowing and the stress down. Do whatever you got to do to be healthy. The less you do, the more healthy you'll be. The less you eat, the healthier you'll be. The less, the less is more. I'm trying to tell you. In these times, less is more. Because everything's kind of polluted nowadays. So you got to pick and choose, bob and weave, stick and move. You know what I mean? From the beginning, I got to make smoothies. Facts. I'm about to make some smoothies too. Thank you. I'm about to make some smoothies. I got some sidebars. I got a sidebars. I got a little fruit smoothie pack thing. It's got blueberries, strawberries, whatever else is in there. Yeah, Yadi. I'm gonna check him out. I got you. I'm gonna check him out and see what he's talking about. And if he's on some bullshit, Cherokee, I'm gonna tell you. You know why? Because I don't like these fake idols and these fake ass prophets and these fake ass public speakers, because a lot of them be getting paid by the devil to just do what they do. And I don't like that shit. You know, I don't like that Niggas can't discern who's right and wrong and who's good and bad. Like, niggas don't be having. Now, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about most times people like, listen to so and so, and he be a fucking devil. Look who pays them. Look who's putting them on. Look who promotes them. And I'm not talking about Dard Yachty. I'm talking about whoever the fuck. Look who pays for them. Look who promotes them. And look who puts them on. And that's how you know what they're about and what they stand for. That's how you know if you got a sellout or if you got an authentic person. Who paid for them, who put them on, and who promotes them. And what's what they purpose. It ain't easy to fuck. It ain't hard to tell, man, who's fake and who's not. Who's phony and who's fake. And that's the type of people I hate. If you really, you know, I clap your hand. And if you really, you know, I clap your hand. Who's phony and he's not. And she's real and he's not. If really, you know, I clap your hand. Yeah, come on, man. I hate that fake shit, man. If Dard Yachty's fake, I'm gonna come on here and get on your ass, Cherokee. I'm gonna get on your ass, man, for making me waste some time. I'm gonna go ahead and check him out now. Dard Yachty. I love y'all. Good night. Holla at your boy, man. He better be something good or I'm gonna get on your ass, man.